Legend of Total War here with part 8 of my Empire Total War Let's Play campaign, Warpath Let's Play campaign that is, as the Plains Nation. So we've been intercepted, just picking up from where we left off of course, on our way to Fort something, Michigan territory, and we're heavily outpowered, but we've gone up against the odds before and won. But that being said, let's just have the assumption, let's make the hypothetical situation that we lose this battle. It's not the end of the world. We have another army that we can send in to mop them up afterwards. And if we lose the majority of this army, not a big deal. We can recruit very easily. We've got so much money. So the purpose here is to take this settlement off them. I tried to buy it off them, but they wouldn't accept the money. So instead, what I'll do is I'll take it off them and then pay for a peace treaty. This, of course, requires more effort. I would have rather purchased it, but everyone's goddamn... Oh, it's an actual proper ambush. Okay, let's... Where are they? They're right in front of me here. Not much of an ambush. An all-melee army is very quick to deal with ambushes. Especially considering that... Oh, yeah. Trying to get the general killed. Well, they're actually going to use these guys in skirmish mode for a change. I'm doing that with them. So we're going to try and get rid of all of these guys here before the enemy reinforcements show up. Simply could be a case that we are just outpowered by way too much, but I'll fight it to the best I can. Like, their forces are a cut above mine. Doesn't mean we can't win, but it does require a bit of luck. Like, we're gonna need to, we're gonna need to kill their general, wherever the hell he is. Not necessarily this one, but the one that's coming in. Well, it's a fairly fresh army. They don't have a whole lot of experience. Whatever the case is, it's vital that we get a peace treaty with these guys by the end of the turn. Otherwise, it's going to be a serious counterattack in close to Mexico. Alright, so we've killed the enemy warlord. That's going to make a big difference here. Another advantage that we do have is that they're going to trickle in fairly slowly. So if you take out their units like just one at a time, that's the best way to handle them. Okay, both enemy warlords are dead. Good. bat or whatever it is. Whatever, it's fine. Even with their general dead, these guys do not want to break. Like I said, we might just be a little bit outclassed here. I can't let them get getting shot in the back. Can't let that continue. I mean, we haven't taken that many casualties. I just feel like we have. So we don't necessarily need to win this battle. We just need to kill as many of them as we can. Because the other army can mop up the rest. Another problem is that our guys are going to be exhausted as they continue to fight. These guys are coming in. If they run here, then they might be winded when they arrive. That's a problematic area right there. These cavalry are actually pretty damn strong. Just pull through these guys here, because they're going to start shooting. That's not good for us. They seem to be affected by the enemy's, the general's death. The general's death, so... So their base morale is 12. I don't think we're going to win this. They're just giving us too much of a hard time already. So all these units over here, they've shattered. No reinforcements. It's okay. I wasn't expecting to... Nobody expects to get ambushed. We kept an eye on this place for ages, never saw this army. It must have been hidden for bloody ages. Stuck there. Okay, there, just to stop them from shooting. So the first army definitely got annihilated. The first enemy army. Well, they've lost the battle. They're not necessarily annihilated. Those guys got away. I don't really want to run. Shit. Oh, my guys over here. Problem is, they need to get. He needs to be close over there to keep their morale nice and high. Oh yeah, look at the balance of power now. This is hopeless. Okay, if he's aiming for the general, no, he's not. I mean, these guys are terrible in a fight, so... Yeah, the problem here is our guys are just freaking exhausted. These medicine men are too strong. Get over here. Oh, one of them came back. Get over there. It's vital this guy here is protected. As long as possible. Because as soon as he dies, the rest of these guys will just rout. These medicine men just do not want to give up. Finding it too deep. They're starting to surround us now. Can't let my general get killed. Get him out of there. Even if his presence in this area, well, his absence is noticed, it'd still be far worse if he gets killed. And if he charges in there, he's not going to do anything. Except get himself killed. At least, you know, these medicine men are chasing after him instead of my guys here. Yeah, see, like I said, they're coming in winded up against exhausted warriors. Just have to hope they do as much damage as possible. I'm really not that confident the other army is going to be able to take all these guys. I mean, there's a lot of medicine men. It's a completely fresh, untested army. It honestly doesn't really matter if he dies. He's only like a level 4 general, but I think I'll withdraw him from the fight a little bit. The sooner he leaves, the fewer men will get killed. But it doesn't matter, I won't be able to use them in the rest of this war, and they'll recover before the next war. Close defeat. Okay. So it wasn't too bad then. So we managed to kill nearly half of them. Most of our army's gone.
This day belongs to other men.
So there's just too many of them there. Now, part of the problem here, though, is that we've freed up 2 slots.
War leader.
So they'll have armed tribesmen as well. Most of these medicine men are completely fresh, but on all honesty, these Apache warriors things here, they were a real tough fucking nut to crack. And most of them are now dead, at least. Most of them. But we have a veteran army here as well. That's going to be very difficult for him to beat. But since we have heaps of money, there's a little cheat we can do. It's not really a cheat. There's a little trick.
What would the spirits have us do?
Like I said, we need this war to be over right now. Money is not a concern. I was happy to pay 100,000 to get this settlement before.
For arms. Rats in
It
a
already
cage.
says we can basically win off that.
We will die for the good of our nation. There is no escape for them.
Alright, well we can just auto-resolve win that. And honestly, the cost does not concern me.
Victory. Prepare for war.
Cost of replacing them. And now I don't even want them. They were just there to help us win that fight.
Yes.
Good.
Men.
And these guys are fine.
Forward.
So that needs to be replaced. Now I'm going to get a peace treaty with them. However, their wealth is spectacular, so they may not accept a paltry amount, but we'll try 20,000. Alright, so they'll definitely accept peace for a sum that we can afford, but I don't really want them as an ally. And I don't care about a trade agreement with... Well, I guess a trade agreement wouldn't be too bad. Let's try that for 40,000. There we go. So essentially we got it cheaper than we would have if we had just bribed it, because they weren't going to accept that under any amount. And we can make that money back in like 2 turns, no problem. Alright, so we need a replacement for these guys here. he needs 11 troops. No problem, I'll get them ordered for you. You'll have plenty of time to rest whilst is on their way. Alright, so we've got public order here. We kind of will need that just for the time being. And there. And what's causing the problems here? Why is there so much Protestantism? What's this? Pioneer ranches. This is what's causing it. What's it for though? Oh no, just get rid of it. Communal farming's good. No villages left. Getting rid of that this turn should fix the public order so that we can get rid of those. Overall, fairly wealthy town. Now, the Americans and the Cherokee are at war with each other, and I kind of want to wait for them to just slaughter each other, but who knows how long that could take. We've also managed to secure these two provinces, which has been good. The Spanish aren't at war with that. Yep, nope, that's good. Over here. Is there going to be a revolt this turn or next turn? I don't know. I don't think that's going to get done in time. I can't recruit here, so we just have to wait for animism to get done. And once that's secured, we can take out the British once and for all. Do I have any other wars going on? I am... Where are we? I'm at war with United Provinces and Great Britain. Okay, that's fine. United Provinces hasn't attacked me in ages. Just ignore them.
Your orders?
And how many trade agreements do we have? With Spain, Pueblo Nations, and United States. Cool. Of course, I've dishonored a lot of treaties now. That's okay, I can afford to. So Protestantism is going down. He needs to stay there, doesn't he? Very much so, he needs to stay there. If we want to keep that money, because otherwise we can't make use of that building at all. Public order here is good. So yeah, we're sort of just waiting for one side to annihilate the other and then just mop up whoever wins or loses or wherever we can get something easy. I don't think there's anything else we need to do, so let's move on. Seems like the French are getting ready to invade again. Whatever. They'll land their troops and I'll be like, hey, you want some money? Just go away. Just on the rest. It's close. We just need to drop it down. One more public order. And that's just... it's just not going to happen yet. Yeah. Okay, so looking at this region here, public order massively improved now that that fucking thing's gone, and we could just build the farms here. It's not worth as much money, but without the problems. Actually, it'd be good if they could help speed up this process here. Make that happen quickly. So we don't need either of these. So we can replace these with money buildings. We actually end up with more money doing it this way than keeping it the way they had it. And with better public order.
Your words guide us. May the spirits walk with us.
It's going to be quite some time for this region to convert, so we better get started. That's 100%. That's going to be a long time as well. Not too long here. And that's going to be a little while. As regions increase in population, it takes longer to convert the population. That's still going on. That'll go on for a little bit longer, but he has to stay there regardless. So I might as well just put him somewhere so that I don't necessarily see him. Just out of sight, out of mind. Just leave him there for the rest of his life. What's this? Scout. Yeah, come down this way. See, those units could have come down over here and just taken that away from me. They seem to be having problems with this province here. I wonder if I can actually buy that off them. It's not good for them. So Villa de Bexar, Texas. Let's see if we can purchase it. We'll try 80,000. Doesn't like those deals. And that's fine, because don't forget, these guys have got quite a bit of money. It's a rich territory, though, because look what they do. They make it Protestant, the fools. What's this? Oh, what the hell is that doing here still? That had to go ages ago. I must have just missed it for ages there. Cool, let's just move on to the next turn. They go to war with each other, right? And then they just don't really do anything. They just sit around. Yeah, so next turn I'll have a revolt. Well, like I said, we're getting close to fixing it once and for all. It doesn't really matter if we repair it or... Actually, it kind of does matter if we repair it, because when we get it back, it needs to be repaired. So I gave them both military access into each other's land so that they can go and fight each other, which of course they're not doing. You know, they just want to hunker down over here for some reason. What I really wanted to see was like for them to move all of their forces down south here, and then I just snatch that away from them. Oh well, it's not a big deal. Okay, then over here, build the craft workshops, and two of these, no, craft workshops, and these are wealthy as well. Actually, it doesn't really make much of, oh, it does, it increases the wealth by a fair bit. This will end up improving the economy a hell of a lot more than that building did, with no penalties.
Chief, make ready.
Alright, so what to do next? Doesn't seem like there is anything left to do. Moving on. Trying to think of a good place to where we could end this campaign. Maybe with the defeat of both Great Britain and America. Maybe. Because, like I said, we can't go full map, and I don't want this dragging on to be like a 50-episode series. And it's taking us a long time to capture every settlement. Okay, good to see they're on the move. Got another agent out here. That'll be
I wait
very
for the
helpful.
way to become clear.
Settler rebellion. So we got it above 30%. Maybe I need to get it to 35%. I don't know. So they'll capture this and then I'll just buy it straight back off them. One of our shaman died of old age, but we were instantly given another one, so everything worked out in the end. So mainly just using this for the time being to help with the religious conversion.
Orders, warriors.
That's their capital. So that'd be the most valuable one to take. Also, how's our army doing over here? Because these... I mean, they still have to stay here for quite some time. It's only just been under control. Okay, if these four armies could make their way out here, too far away, you know, to get back there in a single turn, we might be able to. If we just throw thousands of men at it, we might just win. Look at this; it's still not under. Oh wait, no, it's under control. It's hard to maintain public order there. That's okay.
I go to darkness.
See you, motherfuckers. You dumb motherfuckers. Just auto resolve, it'll be fine.
Undaunted, undefeated.
So yeah, they're not taxing it, but that's okay. Alright, so hang on, before we do that though,
Ready to perform your will.
kill them.
Sing with the mountain's mighty voice. March.
And give me back this. Oh, by the way. Nah, you can go fuck yourself. Okay, so coming back down here. Like I said, we won't get 4 turns before it revolts. So building that literally won't do anything. It's all just a matter of whether or not, during the 3 turns that we do have, whether or not this religious unrest goes from 7 to 6. If it goes to 6, then we've got it under control. And then we can get rid of Great Britain permanently. They should never come back. I can't believe new settlements are actually still coming in. Alright. So, thinking about what to do here. Clearly the Americans will be able to smash them, but they're getting dangerously close here. Now, if we were going to hit this, we're going to have to hit it hard. We're going to need 3 armies at that, because assaulting these guys aren't going to break. It's not going to go down well. We have no cannons either. If I did purchase some cannons, which I can't, they're just not ready yet. Still, but if we did send in probably upwards of these 3 armies here, and maybe even this one here. Quickly go and grab that, and then ask for a peace treaty straight after we've taken it. They might accept it. Maybe. Okay, so if we're gonna do that, it's risky. Okay, first thing we have to do and be like, bitch, get out of my fucking land. Then, bitch, you go to war, motherfucker. You left your Washington, oh, not Washington, Philadelphia under defended. Fuck you, I'm taking it.
Chief.
Alright, who's gonna do this? You're gonna do it? You got what's the command? What about you? Yeah, no, he's gonna do it.
Blood will stain the sacred earth.
Oh, we're just gonna auto
They
resolve
hide
this.
behind
Nah, I'm not gonna fight this
walls.
manually. Why bother?
Target under siege.
We could probably win that,
Settlement
but I'll just send in a bit more anyway.
Onwards. Target
Because the
under
cost isn't a
siege.
concern. It's more like I don't want to waste all day on this. Oh no. What? Oh no. No. That's really bad. How did you guys not do anything?
Draw back. Withdraw. Run.
Alright. That sucked. We're not done yet though. We've still got these guys.
Make ready. Forward.
Not honestly, the loss of warriors
Warriors
doesn't
ready.
concern me. I'm just disappointed in them for losing. They did kill off a fair portion of the enemy army though. I'm just getting lazy. I just don't want to fight manually, so we'll do this thing again. In the hope that maybe in auto resolve they could win. But of course, cavalry doesn't count for shit in a fort battle. But maybe in the auto resolve it might count for something. Don't know. Whatever the case is, we're going to have to accept a peace treaty with them by the end of this turn, or else we're going to lose territory. Send them in
Ready
first.
and awaiting orders. Commence siege.
So already that says they're
They
going to win.
hide behind their walls. We will die. Settlement under siege. Orders. Glorious
Okay, there we go. We
shall
took
defeat
it.
us.
The number of casualties we take is,
Warriors
not
born
that important.
for war.
like I said, money is just not a concern. Hence why we can afford to be lazy. Sure, if I had fought that other battle manually, probably would have won. But what a fucking nightmare it would have been, considering how buggy fort battles are as well. So now, United States, it's only got one region left, so don't even bother trying to get that region off them. I'll just be like, hey, peace. That was a bit insulting, I understand. How about a little bit more? They want a military alliance, so no. So instead, we'll try that. Done. Now, of course, we have to replace all the units that we lost, which
Great
were
father.
pretty significant. Get rid of all of them. They're pretty damn good in auto resolve. Ugh.
Yes, your words guide us home.
Now, okay, that region's got good public order. This one isn't. Someone's going to have to come down there and fix it. Doesn't have to be this turn.
War leader.
And of course, we're going to need replacement troops. Alright, so just you're going to be recruiting here for the foreseeable future. But it's fine, we've got time. Before the next war. I mean, if we could rush our way down here before these guys get back down this way, we could capture this. It's another fort battle, though. But maybe next time I would actually fight it manually, because I know I could have won that. Oh well. What's done is done. And what we have here is a brand new region that has not the worst public order, but not great. And you can get rid of all of these damn churches. Good. And what's the town wealth here? It's not much. It's not the wealthiest of regions. It's not the point, though. And actually, the whole exercise really wasn't that expensive. But legend, you lost the battle.
Chief.
Won the war.
Make ready. Awaiting further orders. I go to our enemies.
Now with the US, with one region, all those armies, hopefully they'll take all those troops and just start smashing the Cherokee. Just hopefully they just smash each other. That's what I'm hoping for. Who cares? Alright, solar unrest in Pennsylvania. Yeah, that's to be expected. Now, if I brought you down here, you might just be able to maintain public order. But we're better off sending them because they'll provide more. You need to come back here.
Make ready.
And you didn't take any damage. Damage, you stay here. There might be a revolt here, but it honestly doesn't matter. It's not going to damage anything. Major. Okay, now coming back to check up on this down here. Oh, next turn. Interesting. That goes away. I mean, there will be rioting, but no revolt. Another thing is that France could technically declare war on me and just walk across here, I think. Oh, well, if they do that, so be it. It's more a case of stopping, well, eliminating Great Britain once and for all. So what's Great Britain's strength? They are considered feeble and destitute. They've had no money for a long time. They've got a big fleet, which of course I can't do anything about. Let's see what kind of resistance they have there. It's a confirmation that their sea territories, that are, well, island territories that I can't get to normally, are going to actually be maintained. I can finally finish them off. Good public order here is gotten good. We could demolish this. I mean, they're not going anywhere for a while. It's fine. Get rid of it. Then again, it's there for religiosity, and I don't need the money, but it's about the more money I have, the more I can throw around. Because if we have a look here, it should say that my prosperity is spectacular, although my power is weak, and that is comparative power. So that just means that there are things like, well, let's see, who's terrifying? Is it them? So they must be the strongest faction if they're considered terrifying. If we have a look at Spain, also considered terrifying. United States considered mighty. Great Britain considered feeble. Cherokee nations considered terrifying. I mean, we did just lose a lot of troops over here. That probably smashed up our raiding by quite a lot. I'm surprised I didn't actually capture this settlement. Anyway, let's move on. Still a lot of troops in that southern region. I don't know what it's called. What the fuck happened there? hell? Cuban rebels. Oh, bankruptcy is totally fucking up their public order. Interesting. And create the country of Cuba. Or, you know, eventually. Because that's just going to keep going up and up. Suck my dick. That way they're not making any money from my trade agreement. Fuck off. If you're bankrupt, good. I don't need your stupid trinkets. You can keep your fucking... your beans and shit. It is racist. I know it's racist. This game's built on racism.
Yes, we will die for the good of our nation.
Alright. So, looking down at here, public orders maintained. Had a bit of a spaz there, but it's okay. No revolt. We should just actually make sure of that, maybe. We're just getting close and have a look here.
Advance. Make ready.
It'd be a difficult fight because they got a fort here. Well, not necessarily, because they're in real bad shape.
We cannot follow.
They just got so many ships. Alright. Good, the Americans captured another region. So yeah, the Cuban rebels failed, but they may get another chance soon. I mean, we could auto-resolve and win that.
Glorious victory.
Okay, settle a rebellion in Pennsylvania. Okay, well that's not a big deal. Main thing I was keeping an eye on was
Our
the
lives
islands.
are guided by the spirits. Victory. March. They have seen their last
I can't
moon
leave the region.
rise. Waiting
May the
for
spirits
orders
walk
with us.
And that should be the end of that. No more revolts here. Wait, agent recruited. It doesn't really matter that much. Okay, so they still need another 6 units. And then there's, of course, that other army. So looking at this, public order is maintained. There was no revolt, there was no anything. It's all good.
Yes?
Alarms.
That was a start, man.
Settlement under siege.
Because we've still got to replenish those numbers. And they're bankrupt, right? Yeah, they're totally bankrupt. So it seems like 15's as high as it will go. Good, this will be the end of Great Britain. Yeah, better. Eventually we can recruit from here, but we don't need to worry about too much. Alright, you come back over
We
here.
will die for the good of our nation, ready and waiting for orders.
So the Americans are... They were so close here, they probably could have taken it, but then they're like, nah, let's not. Now I kind of want to get that trade agreement with Spain again. I do want to keep an eye on the situation. I mean, they're already... Oh, they're not bankrupt anymore. They must have got some money from somewhere. They're making a hell of... Well, they're not taxing this. Why aren't they taxing it? Maybe that rebellion there killed off so much of its manpower. That might have been what happened. And then, you know, obviously they don't have to pay as much for the troops. All I did there was essentially kill a little bit of friendship with them because I broke the trade agreement, but it doesn't matter. Fuck Spain. How are we going here? Good, good, everything's pretty good. Okay, moving on. They must have got some money. Man, how are they getting so much cash? The town wealth is nothing. There's a ton of tobacco. Subsistence agriculture 5,000. More like cheat bonus. There it is. And yet they still went bankrupt. It's alright. Okay, now you stand over here, and you need some time. Oh wait, I didn't have...
Orders.
Okay, I'll fix it up. Just you can have this unit.
March.
So actually needs 11 troops. It's okay, it doesn't look like we're going to war just yet. You see how they've left Charleston less defended. It's good for us. Still just like to keep checking on this. Everything's good. 40% should be fine. Alright, so how long until they starve? One more turn.
There is no escape for them.
Yep, they're completely bankrupt. So I'm assuming that the bankruptcy was what really killed off these troops. But anyway, let's move on. You see, if you want to not be bankrupt, you need someone like me in charge of the finances. All war is just managing money. It's managing money well. I mean, it's all great to be a good commander, and you do need good commanders, but... Does the game just crash? France, yeah, well, we knew that was coming. Ooh, clever girl. Son of a bitch. Okay, well, it's gonna take me a few turns to get back there, but... You motherfucker. At least I didn't take that other island off me. What are they doing? They're sallying out. Why is the odds no good? Look, they got nothing there. Fine, fight it. Should have thought that they were going to do that.
Warriors.
Just gotta watch out for their cannons. The fuck? Look at the balance of power and in this battle, and compared to what it said in the auto resolve. It's fine. Good. They're all out here, ready to die. No one's waiting inside the fort. They're like, should we go back into the fort? There's still time. There's no time. You're gonna starve. And I'm gonna kill you. The only thing that had a chance of stopping me, taken out first. Of course, I would have gone after it first, so even if they protected it, I still would have found a way to kill it. I outnumber them by too much, I can easily outflank them. Just keep an eye on these horse animations, because I saw... what are you doing? Saw one of the horses like moving but not actually animating. Like I said, I don't particularly care if there's animation bugs, but I just think it's funny to point them out, that's all. In all honesty, like graphical bugs like that don't ever factor into my rating of a Total War game. It's just like, they never lose points for that. You know, unless, you know, the game is shit. You know, the actual campaign mechanics. Which in this case, they weren't that bad in Empire Total War. They really weren't. They just weren't that good either. Kind of like, I could see where they were going with it. I'm glad there was population. The population did something, but...
Siege broken.
Warband's destroyed. Right. Bye-bye, Great Britain. What a pain in the ass you truly were. Fucking France. I just want to give them money, make them go away. Alright, so... Request peace, payment. I'll tell you what, I'll pay you 30,000 a turn. For 20 turns. In exchange, give me these two regions. Suck my ass. I'm not giving you that money. Suck my ass. But they have territory there. Now, let's have a look at this now that I own it. Alright, so if we want to start doing this kind of bullshit with the French, we can. But it's gonna take a little while. But one thing we have to do though when we do this, because they can just... Oh, they can't just walk straight up that way. Huh. I thought they could just waltz right in. Now, of course, this will revolt possibly back to them. It's got a very low population, so if we get some animism going, this will probably we get rid of this very quickly. And then we can maintain control of this. It's also a possibility that we can recruit here. Possibly. And if that's the case, I'm gonna fucking kill the Dutch. Put them in a Dutch oven. Yeah, they did fuck up this region over here, and they bloody demolished everything. The mother of fuckers. So yeah, that's why I wanted to declare war on them. Straight away, they had to be punished for that. Because that's going to take a little while to build back up. In public order, everything is fine. Anytime they take a region, we'll just be like, hey, peace treaty for money. And they'll be like, sure. And then I'll be like, fuck you. And every time they'll get sent straight back here. Now, if we want to wipe these guys out completely, the only possible way I can think of doing that is to make them bankrupt and have revolts happen here. And even then, like, look at their public order, it's just not enough. So it's just probably never going to happen. So what we need to do is, I think, I'll just give them some money. I'll just be like, hey, look, let's just call it quits for like 3 turns. I'll give them like 10,000. No, it's not 10,000. They probably won't accept it. Wait, that was... Let me try 24,000. I'll meet them in the middle. No. Not really in the middle, but somewhere in the middle. Okay, cool. Because that comes with a trade agreement as well. And that way I'm not paying them huge amounts of money every turn. So that worked out quite well. And I get a trade agreement, which is worth... when it comes down to trade agreements with them, you only can really look at other goods, because all of these goods here would have gone to someone else anyway. So what are they doing? They can come over here to try and smash up America. Yeah, I'm fine with that, whatever. So how many territories do I have? 29. Trying to think what else I should do this turn. I mean, I could probably attack the Cherokee. Then again, they've got a lot of... They're getting a lot of elite troops now, so my troops aren't really quite as good, even though they're very cost effective. Lancers suck, but these guys here, they're very good. Three armies versus one would probably kick their ass. And then just give them a bit of money to be like, hey, go away. So if we look at the... No, that's me. Look at the Cherokee. They're considered terrifying and rich. The United States is considered strong and affluent. Do they want a trade agreement? No, kiss my ass then. So I'm only at war with United Provinces at the moment. Here's an idea. Request peace, payments, offer payment, 30,000 a turn. For 20 turns. Give me Dutch Guyana. Right. And then be like, I'm gonna demolish everything, and then I'm gonna declare war on you again. That way I don't have to pay you. Ooh. France joined them. And I just paid them a lot of money for that peace treaty. Son of a bitch. Should have done it the other way around. Alright, I'll stay at war with France. So that was a waste of money then. But, you know, we've got this region here, which we can maintain public order here. Not really, but well, maybe. Actually, no, it's not going to. So it's a revolt back to someone. And then we'll just need to buy it back. It might revolt back to... Hang on. I don't know. We're just going to wait and see. Right, let's move on. Oh shit, I forgot to deal with this. Yeah, get rid of all this. There's one of those wood places, so it might not be even worth doing anything with that, because I don't want to bring in a priest all the way over here. Alright, so looking at this. Yeah, of course we've got to build this. Okay, no, we can't have that. So we just can't build on that spot. That'll be quicker, that'll get done in time. Nope. Nope. It won't get done in time, we'll just have to build it next time. It's being taxed, right? Yeah, it's being taxed this time, but when it revolts back to whoever, it won't be taxed anymore. As long as no ships come over here to pick them back up. Maybe I can stay indefinitely at war with them. At least until those regions are under our control, then we just get a peace treaty off with them, because I can't wipe them out. I just can't. And this whole bribing people for like 30,000 and then just being like, no, that's working reasonably well for me. So I might try and take Santa Fe that way. What about Mexico itself? What's this? Yeah. Be like regions. It'd be in New Spain, right? Yeah. Payment. 30,000. Yeah. 30,000 a turn. For 22. Whoops. 30,000 a turn for 20 turns. Yeah, see, these guys are already rich. I'll try 40,000 a turn. Of course, I'm not going to pay them. So they're already rich. Alright, maybe try for a less rich territory. Regions. Try Texas. No, try New Mexico. Honestly, it doesn't matter how much money it is. So what's their income? So I can probably up it to 50,000, we'll try that. It doesn't make any difference, I'm not going to pay them. So... try... I'll go 55, just go all out, because it doesn't matter, I'm not going to pay them. they're not so easy to fool. Could probably do it to Spain, but that would be difficult. Because it would revolt back into their hands. I tell you what, it'd be good if I could march from here to there and just wipe them out. I know I can't. I know I can't recruit here either. Spain, well, let me just see, what's Spain's... So their wealth is now considered spectacular. I don't know how they manage that. Alright, let's try steal something from them. Let's try New Andalusia. I'm going to go for 2 regions. I'm going to go... Yep, and then payments. I'm going to offer them 40,000 a turn. No, that's 400,000. Don't have that much money. Okay, we'll just try for 1 then. Let's go 30,000 a turn. No. Maybe I should have done it when we had the chance, but we missed our chance. It's fine. Let's move on. Nah. Uh-oh. Come on, don't make any attacks this turn. Ah, motherfucker. I want that region back. They have way too many fucking armies. I mean, I could easily bribe them for a peace treaty, but I want that region back. They got the jump on me. This is what I wanted to do. Previously I wanted to get a region from them, declare war on them so they didn't have to pay for it, and then just pay for a peace treaty. I knew they were going to go for this one as well. We're going to need to start getting our armies down over there, but they're just, you know, they're busy protecting all this stuff. They're essentially Mexico now. I gotta get those regions back. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, regions, I'd like what you took back, please. And I would also like to offer you 200,000. Just for what I want back. I feel like this is going to cost us. Okay. I just want these regions back. Okay, let's try for 400,000. I mean, it's not going to take that long to get it back. The money. Alright, good. So if we have a look at our funds, 58,000. It's not going to take long to get that money back. But the problem with that, though, is that in a few turns they'll be like, let's just declare war on them again. They didn't demolish anything, did they? Nope. So it might be an idea to bring these guys ready. Yep. And yeah. Just do exactly what we did over here. Rather than try and buy their settlements, because you can see it's very expensive, snipe their settlements instead. Be like, I declare war. Take a settlement and be like, oh, we're peace. I'm going to need... Let's actually try hiring some elite units. Let's see. Warrior Society. They take a little bit longer to recruit. Let's get more warriors. So recruit another army to bring it down here, just so we can just bring it, auto-resolve crap stacks, and aim for undefended settlements and be like, yeah, just get peace treaty straight after that. We need to deprive them of income, not necessarily of funds, because if they'll use that money to just hire more troops, right? Fighting them on the field of battle is just almost pointless. So we have to completely outfuck them. How's that going over here? Good, yeah. Let's get the stuff. These guys out here still maintaining public order. So the Spanish have landed. I guess we will see what happens. Yeah, so that's good. That's under control. Probably can't really demolish that just yet. But we're getting close to that point. Move on. Because we don't get me wrong, if we wanted to, we could raise 10 armies easily, and then just grind these guys down. But to be honest, I don't think I would enjoy that. We've already fought these guys on the battlefield and defeated them a number of times. I'd rather just play the business game. Basically play a game of Monopoly right now. Be like, who's got the most money and who can throw it around the most? And basically what happened just there, I just landed on Mayfair with 2 fucking hotels standing on it. But you know what? I own every other fucking piece on the board, so money comes my way. Good. While all this violence is going on over here, this instability helps me. Huh. Actually end up going to the French. That's weird.
We will die them for the good of our nation. We are triumphant, and your words guide us all. Men, forward.
Since we don't have a priest out here, might as well build that. Because they're a little bit preoccupied. I really haven't bothered too much with this region, have I? Yeah, we're not building. Oh man, that's a lot of money. That is a ass-tunny crap load of money. Alright. Get him over there. And how much per turn? Wealth? Yeah, it's not bad. New town emerges. Cool. More money for us. So what's my income now? 60,000 a turn. You can see we've already got 100,000 again. So, rebellions. Good, yeah, look at this. Oh, yeah, what's this? Is that going to head off to the Dutch? What happened down here? Oh, that is... What the hell? Oh, okay. How's it? Oh, okay. I'm losing track of what the fuck is going on. So that's not going to go... Okay, so they'll be headed back to France. I don't even know what's going to happen with this. Out of curiosity, we can recruit down here. So next time we're here, what we need to do is just get some troops in there, and we'll sort it out. Okay, now the Dutch. I'd like to pay them for a peace treaty. Just say, I don't know, like 20,000 or something. Because I don't know where that's going, and I don't like what I was seeing. I've only got one trade agreement. How much money do I make from trade? Yeah, it's not that much in the grand scheme of things.
Yes.
So yeah, I'd like to hit Villa de Bexar first, if we could.
For the tribe. For the tribe.
Yeah, okay. That's right, because they fucked this province up. I'm gonna keep building it back up again. So this will be lost to the French, but at least next time I'll be able to recruit troops and actually prevent the revolt. Oh, they play the dance of the silly AI dance. Okay, so that ended up back in the Dutch's control. Good. Alright, so now we have to take it back this turn. So we start with France. So France, request peace, payment. Yes, you have to request peace. Offer 30,000 a turn, repeatedly for 20 turns, and give me back. Oh, they got Guatemala. So they're... How the hell did they get that? Maybe that's what happened. The Spanish... I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe the Spanish sold it. Anyway, I'm not interested in that right now. And if you think I'm going to pay you that much money, you are mistaken. They're allied with Spain. Ha, France and Spain. Broke. Spain doesn't want to fight me. Okay, so we got this back. We're at peace with them. I mean, we could actually raise an army here and attack it. You better get to recruiting. And we want to do the same thing with the Dutch. They're like, hey, Dutch fuckers. How would you like to give me back that region? And I'll give you 30,000 a turn for 20 turns. I think that's a pretty good deal. They're like, I think that's a good deal too. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Well, fuck you. Lick my ass. Okay, so we can certainly maintain public order here, and we can send troops from here down to there every turn after the next to try and maintain public order. And if that's the case, then I should give these guys just a small amount of money for peace. And then that's it. Honestly, at this point here, my reputation is just gone. Don't even worry about it. But yeah, this will be good. So this region here, the animism will take full control very quickly. This is only a few thousand people here. Take a bit longer there. Good. And how much money do these provinces make? Not much. And at least they are being taxed, so that all worked out well. Need to make sure we don't lose them again. So for the first time in a while, we're at war with no one.
Chief, may the spirits walk with us. Make ready. Making camp.
So Villa de Bexar looking ripe for the taking. Okay, recruit another unit here. I'm thinking there's a good opportunity here to hit this region. You guys come up here because they don't need to maintain public order. That other unit just have to catch up. What about you? Do you have to stay there? Yeah, you do. So this three armies just comes over here, smashes this, and be like, "Hey, I took your region, but here's the money." And they're like, "Oh, cool! I need the money to fight the Americans." And then I'm like, "Hey, I'll give the Americans money so they can fight the Cherokees." And all the while, I make heaps of fucking money. Who am I not going to go to war with again for a little while? Probably the United States. See if they want a trade agreement. Nah, suck my dick. What about United Provinces? Doesn't matter. I don't need it. Even if we don't keep this money, I'd still end up making more than 50,000 a turn.
Yes.
You should be able to maintain public order here now. Yep, it's good. I think one of those guys are on their way, right? That's a scout.
I hunt like the bears.
I need one of these guys over here.
And the spirits. I will go.
It's gonna take them a while to get there, though.
Spirit carry me there. I wish it.
Yeah, if we didn't accept it, if we didn't get a peace treaty with them, they would have just taken this. Okay, now we can justify building this, because it'll get done in time. So we're unable to trade for these tradable goods here. I guess the game never expected us to even attempt to do this. Fair enough. Alright, so I've recruited both of these, right? Yep, moving on. I do not think this campaign was extensively play-tested. That being said, I don't even think this campaign sold very well, but I don't know. If they really wanted to make some money off an expansion, they should have done the Civil War. Oh wait, they did do this. Oh no, that did the rebellion as part of the game. The American Rebellion. the Civil War would have been, was it 1860s? So yeah, a little bit outside of the time frame. Maybe it could have been done as a Napoleon DLC, but then it's like, it's not really Napoleon then, is it? Alright, so it's almost under control. So summon unrest in Dutch Guyana as well. But there's no rioting. In fact, this should fix up. Well, this one's already fixed up, but this should fix up that one for next turn as well. So good, and that certainly makes up for the amount that we have to pay for these guys in upkeep, nearly nothing. This region here, oh, we still get the spices, and we still get the sugar. The spices are worth a hell of a lot more. I reckon if I loaded, if I get out of the game and load back in, it will have forgotten. I'd love to wipe them out, but I literally can't get there. Yeah, and I can't get these guys beyond there. It's blocked, and that's fine.
Chief, warriors, yes, advance. May the spirits walk with us. Ready and waiting for orders.
Yeah, we're gonna need shamans down here.
I rest with the bear. Ready and awaiting orders. Yes, for the tribe.
Make ready.
Awaiting further
Public order's under control. Now you need to come and join up with this one here.
Tribesmen, wait.
Loads of shame in here. Next turn we'll hit that, wipe them out, hopefully with an auto resolve, and then be like, hey, have some money. And how much is this region worth per turn? Quite a bit, but of course most of this will probably have to be destroyed. It's okay, it's all adding up. Every region is becoming exponentially more, not really exponentially, but it's growing, it's becoming more valuable as time progresses. This. Get rid of that. Missed it before. Also, once this region here is under control, these guys will be able to leave and join this. This has been a rather expensive settlement to capture. Not a particularly valuable one either. What's going on here? Bankruptcy. But that was the British. I'm not bankrupt. I haven't been bankrupt ever. I don't get bankrupt. Alright, moving on.
My leg.
No. I'm declaring war on them next turn. Seems like a silly decision to make. No, don't do it. Of course, it'd be actually close to the American Civil War around now, like another 30 years. So rioting there, but it's all under control now. In fact, we could disband that one though. And there, but it's all good, it's all done. Now, without that settlement, are you going to be able to pay for all of these troops? Eventually, it'd be pretty funny to if they get bankrupt. Weird they're there. I guess Spain got a good deal, or not really. Like France got a good deal. Military alliance for that settlement. All right, now these guys will declare war on us eventually if we don't declare war on them anyway. I suppose I don't really need this unit here anymore. It's been there for ages, but just there to prevent damage to the port, which who cares?
Ready for
These guys here are damaged. I wonder, are they bankrupt? Because all of their armies look like shit. They're bankrupt. So they're not doing too well. They'll be keen for a bit of funds.
Warriors born for war. Prepare for war. Great Father, ready and waiting for
Better fucking
orders.
work.
Settlement besieged. Our strength is triumphant.
Good.
Blood will stain the sacred earth.
So what's the problem here? Protestantism, yeah. Okay, so now we just give them a small amount of money for it. Like here's some baubles. 10,000. This will help pay for your war. And trade agreement, there you go. And they might still be bankrupt, or maybe not, I don't know. But I have deprived them of this region. Now, let's have a look over here. It's good for money, but it's got to go. It's got to go. I don't know what's their obsession with making Protestant buildings everywhere. They've got to go.
War leader.
Once we've consolidated this
Father.
province, we move on to the next one.
Yes. Men, forward. I must talk with the spirits of this place.
Get over here and
Going
help with.
undercover.
And even with all them in there, it doesn't spread Protestantism fast enough. Protestant animism. So we're past an hour and a half, so it might be a good place here to end it in the episode. So let's have a look here. We're on 31 settlements. Kicking up. Well, militarily we're not kicking ass. We don't need to win militarily. Sometimes it's the richest one, not the strongest. Now, do we want to do this now or do I save this for next time? Because this is probably going to be auto-resolvable. I'll save it for next time. We're at an hour and a half anyway. Alright guys, so that's the end of this episode, so like and subscribe. Part 9 is next, and don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.